Hi friends, this is Dr. Sangeeta. Welcome to my YouTube channel Techisan. I would like to discuss about the fundamentals of memory in embedded systems. The basic fundamentals in memory system in embedded system is that types of memory. Either you can go for RAM or ROM. RAM is volatile memory, ROM is non-volatile memory. How is read and write capacity of ROM? That you need to check. If it is internal architecture, you need to check whether it is static RAM or dynamic RAM. You have to check with both the things, whether it is static or dynamic RAM. If it is different non-volatile memory types, you have to check flash chip and EEPROM chip. Memory organization. A linear diagram showing the memory map of a typical embedded system, clearly labeling regions for code text, data, which may be initialized or it may be uninitialized, stack, heap, and potentially peripheral memory. A conceptual diagram, the difference between virtual memory and physical address spaces has to be taken care in case of memory organization. Memory hierarchy, that is, register at the top will be fastest, and as it moves down to secondary storage, it will be slowest, but the size will be bigger. But at the top, the register size will be less. It is very fast. But as we move down to secondary storage, it is slowest, and also the size of the storage is very large. This is a very small trade-off between speed and capacity at each level. So in secondary storage, the speed will be very less, but the capacity will be very high. But in case of registers, the speed will be very high, but the capacity will be very less. So there is always a trade-off between speed and capacity in case of memory hierarchy. CPU with its registers and also with different caches. If we consider cache, it may be L1 or L2, which interacts with the main memory. Now, what it does is that once the data is stored in stack memory, first method is that it stores the data in stack cache memory as well as in the main memory. That is one method. And second method is that it stores the data only in the cache memory. And once it removes the data from, once if it want to clear the data from stack memory, in that case, it stores in the main memory. That is second method. These are the two methods that is available for data storage in cache memory.
Thank you, friends.